What is up, everybody? AJ here, back again with another video. So I'll be checking out the Xbox Developer Direct, where they'll be dropping a total of 4 games, or maybe at least 4 games from my understand, where they'll be dropping more information on South of Midnight, and then they will drop more information on Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and then they'll be dropping more information on Doom the Dark Ages, which is most likely the one game where quite a lot of people will be looking forward to. And there is one mystery game that the developer direct has not announced yet, and they decided to keep it a mystery. And they said is a surprise location to see another studio's brand new game. So I'm just curious, what is this brand new game that the Xbox Developer Direct is going to show? Anyway, enough yapping. Let's check out the Xbox Developer Direct, and let's see what is the mystery game that the Developer Direct decides to reveal. Oh, and by the way, in case you're all wondering why I can't scream, it's like 2 a.m. ish right over here, so I cannot scream as much as I would love to. So just a heads up, right? I would love to scream if there's something that blows my mind, but I can't. All right. Anyhow, let's not wasting no time and check out the Xbox Developer Direct for 2025. Four games. Four studios. Straight from the devs. Yeah, I'm seeing Doom. I see Expedition 33. This developer direct is shaping up to be a pretty decent one, considering the fact there's Doom. People are kind of looking forward to Expedition 33, and then one other game by Composer Games. Wait, Xbox Game Studios Publishing. Oh, so we're starting things off with a new game. Straight up, we're starting things off with a new game. Team Ninja.
Konnichiwa, 超えてくもゲームスチーム忍者の安田文彦です。今日は皆様にチーム忍者が長く大切にしてきたアクションシリーズの新情報を発表できる機会をいただけてとても嬉しく思います。早速ですが、こちらをご覧ください。
Please do not tell me it's freaking Ninja Gaiden.
Several years ago,
Please do not tell me it's freaking Ninja Gaiden.
Wreaked havoc across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja.
Please do not freaking tell me it's Ninja Gaiden.
The Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Oh no. It really is Ninja Gaiden.
Commencing mission.
Platinum Games? Oh my gosh. Steven? If this is really Ninja Gaiden, Steven is gonna lose his goddamn mind. Oh my gosh. Koei got Platinum Games to make a new Ninja Gaiden game? Oh my gosh, Steven is gonna lose his goddamn mind when he sees this.
Ryu Hayabusa.
Infinite Sage is gonna lose his goddamn mind when he sees this.
It ends here.
This literally screams Ninja Gaiden.
So you've come, Raven.
Fuck off, Hayabusa. I will execute my mission.
Steven?
最強の忍者となり容赦なく襲い来る敵に
Ninja Gaiden 4? Oh my gosh!
最新作として忍者ガイデン4を発表させていただきました。
Again, I have to remind you all,
ゲームズさんとの協業で開発を進めています。
a collaboration between Koei Tecmo and Platinum
ゲームズ
Games.
さんのアクションゲームというジャンルにおける実績は言うまでもなく、ベヨネッタやニアオートマタなど素晴らしいアクションタイトルを生み出してこられました。
Yeah, I know Bayonetta was done by Platinum Games, but Nier Automata as well? I didn't know that.
多くの方に新鮮な気持ちでプレイしていただけるよう。
But then again, I never checked out Nier Automata, so I really should check out Nier Automata someday though. I really should. Wow, they're starting things off by revealing the brand new game.
彼は今回も物語に密接に関わってきます。
Hayabusa
なぜ
Ryu.
ヤクモと戦うことになったのか、竜ハヤブサが戦う目的は何なのか、本作の物語の中で展開していきます。
任務は必ず成し遂げる。邪魔をするな。
物語は黒竜がもたらした正気の雨によって荒廃した首都東京が舞台となっています。この雨は黒竜がまだ生きている証であり、雨が止まない限り東京に安寧は訪れません。今作の新主人公であり、ハヤブサと対をなすカラス一門に所属するヤクモが首都東京で黒竜を倒し、
So
この世界を
Yakumo is a
晴ら
new
すため
character.
戦いに身を投じます。
これまで忍者ガイデンシリーズで描かれてきたダークでハードな世界観は継承し、そこにさらに危機を感じさせる要素として呪いやより混沌とした景観のデザインを取り入れています。ステージプレイ中
Whoa.
街が呪いの影響を受け、ビルは崩れ、道は歪み、ヤクモをピンチに陥れることでしょう。舞台となる東京はとある出来事によって街全体が崩壊し、魔族やヤクモと敵対する勢力がひしめき合う状態になっており、環境全体がプレイヤーに牙を向くように感じられるはずです。前作より立体的に自由度の増した危険に満ちた
Somebody please inform Steven to watch the Xbox Direct Live as soon as possible without spoiling him. Like, please, for the love of mankind.
ダイナミックで爽快なシチュエーションを多く追加しました。これら以外にも様々なシチュエーションやチャレンジ、隠されたアイテムなどを用意しており、ステージが進むごとに上がっていくテンションにも
Ninja
驚
Gaiden
いてい
is
ただけると思い
back.
ます。
And here's another thing. There will be... Koei Tecmo also announced a roguelike Ninja Gaiden game at the Game Awards a few months ago, as a matter of
ハヤ
fact.
ブサに次ぐ新たな町人です。彼にはまだ若さも残っていますが、カラス一門を背負う天才忍者でもあり、忍者ガイデンシリーズにおける忍者の頂点、竜と肩を並べる 次世代の町人たり得る人物としてデザインしています。
So 4 introduces a new character.
そんな役
Just
も
like how 4 introduced, just like how Devil May Cry 4 introduces Nero, Ninja Gaiden introduces this new character.
そしてもちろんシリーズおなじみの魔人も登場します。また現時点では公開していませんが、新たなキャラクターやシリーズファンの方に喜んでいただける人物も登場しますので、続報にご期待ください。
Hold on, just out of
従来のシ
curiosity,
リーズからバトルスピードをさらに加速させ、目にも止まらぬスピードで敵との攻防を繰り
this
広
feels
げる
so
ことがで
freaking
きます。
fast-paced.
さらに
Oh my
ヤクモ
gosh,
が
this
使え
feels
る
so
新
freaking
要素
fast-paced, man.
結節忍術ヌエの型を駆使したダイナミックな攻撃によって
Oh yeah,
これまでから大きく
damn!
1対他の戦闘を可能にしました。ヌエの型ではこれまでの忍者ガイデンにはない広範囲かつ
Insta-kill
必殺の
attacks.
攻撃となっており、多勢に無勢の状態が長く続く戦況を一気に覆すことができます。もちろん1対1の戦闘における比率も健在です。
Boss
プレイ
fights?
ヤー同様敵もガードや回避をしてくるため、緊張感のあるフェアな戦闘を味わうこ
Boss
とができます。
fights.
敵の動きをしっかりと捉えながら一瞬の隙を逃さずに攻撃を仕掛けていくことが重要です。
Yeah, this is more up to, this is more of my, into my wheelhouse.
特にアクションに関しては手触り、バランス調整など細部にわたり日々議論させていただき、会社の垣根を越えた密なやり取りをさせていただい
Hold
てい
on,
ま
hold
す。
on, hold on, hold on.
今
I'm
作
just
の主人公
curious.
であ
I'm
る
just curious.
竜とは一味違う
Yakumo has a
アクションを有
slightly
しています
different
が、
combat style from
その
Ryu.
中でもしっかりと
So
忍者
Ryu
ガイデン
is
ら
the
しさを感じていただ
OG
けると思います
OG character for Ninja Gaiden,
ヌエ
while Yakumo's the new guy.
ヤクモの大きな特徴ですが、
Got it.
それらが持つ多彩な性能のアクションを用いて
Raven style and
状
New
況ごとに
style.
使い分ける攻略の深みや滅却、絶技などを絡めた抑揚あるスピーディーな攻防などはもちろんヤクモでも健在です。
ヤクモと竜ハヤブサはそれぞれがかなり異なる個性的な遊び心地になっていますので、さまざまな戦闘バリエーションを楽しむことができるようになっています。
Yeah, they have to make the new character different
ヤクモ
and not play as similar as the other character. Just like how Capcom did
シリ
with
ーズおなじみのアクションも駆使しつつ
Nero.
新アクションを織り交ぜた
They have to make
新
his
しい忍者ガ
gameplay
イデンに
entirely
ご期待
different
ください。
compared to Dante.
忍者ガイデンシリーズに色濃く残っている歯ごたえやグレードの高いアクション体験の継
Hold on,
承、
let me have a look
さ
at
らに我々プラチナゲームズの特徴であるスピーディーなアクションやダイナミックな演出も取り入れ、進化した正当続編を作り上げるべく総力を挙げて開発を進めております。
容赦ない敵とのいかなる攻防にもフェアに戦える手触りをヤクモでも目指しています。皆様
I
に
know Koei
進化
Tecmo
した
is the
忍
one
者ガイデンを触っていただける日を
publishing
楽しみにしています。
was Ninja Gaiden was published by Koei
忍者ガイ
Tecmo.
デンを初めてプレイする方でも存分に楽しめる作品になっておりますので、ぜひ発売をお待ちください。
長年にわたってプラチナゲームズさんと共にまさに忍者のように潜んで忍者ガイデン4の開発を進めてきましたが、ついに発表することができて非常に嬉しく思います。2025年秋に本作を皆様にお届けできるのを楽しみにしています。
Fall
続報にもぜ
2025?
ひご期待ください。
They're releasing it this year?
さて本日お伝えしたい発表はそれだけではありません。
What else are you
こ
going
ち
to
らをご覧ください。
announce? Another Koei Tecmo game? Team Ninja, what are you cooking this? Please do not tell me we're getting a Ninja Gaiden remaster or some kind. Or remake. Is this a Ninja Gaiden remake? Is this a Ninja Gaiden remake? This has to be a Ninja Gaiden remake, right?
My path leads through the land of the dead.
Again, I have to remind you all, I would love to scream, but I can't. I don't want to wake up the neighbors.
And thus the sun sets on the Dragon Ninja
This has to be a remake.
Go back to hell. All paths before me are cruel and arduous.
This has to be a remake of Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black?
忍者ガイデン2のオリジナル版は2008年に Xbox360 で発売し、バイオレンスの表現とハイスピードなバトルを皆様にお楽しみいただいた作品です。今作忍者ガイデン2ブラックではオリジナル版の表現に立ち戻り、アンリアルエンジン5を用いてグラフィックを大幅に刷新、忍者ガイデン2の完全版として開発いたしました。綺麗なグラフィックでお楽しみいただけるの
It's a remake of Ninja Gaiden 2.
あやね、もみじ、レイチェルもプレイブルキャラクターとして
Hello
登
there.
場します。そして本作は本日コンソール、PC、そして Xbox ゲームパスでこの後すぐに発売となります。忍者ガイデンシリーズを長年応援いただいている皆様はもちろんのこと、本日忍者ガイデンを知っていただいた皆様も
They little shadow drop this remake.
本作をお楽しみください。
Team Ninja, you crazy bastards.
今年はチーム忍者創立30周年の節目であり、本日発表させていただいた忍者ガイデン4を含め2025年は忍者
Oh my god, Steven is gonna lose his goddamn mind when he sees
忍
this.
者ガイデンシリーズの展開にご注目ください。本日はありがとうございました。
Somebody please go and inform Infinite SGE to go watch the freaking Xbox Direct Live now. This mad lads literally shadow drop a remake of Ninja Gaiden 2. What the hell? Is this the beginning of Koei Tecmo's
Hi, and welcome to
Come to
Compulsion
Jesus
Games
moment?
here in Montreal, Canada.
Just like how
Last video, we
Capcom
cared about
and
we
Sega
took
has
the
found
setting
their
almost
Come to
like a
Jesus
character of its
moment?
From the magical Nora of contrast
Oh
to
my
the alternate
gosh.
history of We Happy Few, we draw inspiration from the landscape.
No,
to shape
seriously.
mood, drama, and intrigue.
Someone please
For
go
South of
to
Midnight, our third-person
Infinite
action-adventure game,
SGE's
the story
Twitter
and
or
characters bring a
something like
folklore
that and
South to life.
tell him to go
This
and
gave us
watch
a
the
chance to
Xbox
explore Southern Gothic
Developer
themes in a
Direct
dark fantasy
now.
twist. So while our protagonist Hazel is at the forefront of our story,
And don't spoil it to
there's
him.
some macabre elements and larger-than-life creatures
Don't-
that will leave a mark
I'm pretty
on
sure
your
Max
journey.
is gonna tell Steven to watch the freaking Xbox Direct without spoiling him.
It is really picking up out there. Did you pack everything?
Just like how he told Kenny to watch the freaking Nintendo Direct without spoiling him.
Oh, shoot, we got 5 minutes. Let's go.
Won't be rushed if you didn't.
I really, I kind of want to see Steven's reaction when he sees this.
Now, you want to bring.
But I'll be kind of upset that people spoil him.
Some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Hazel.
Hazel may start her journey as a typical 19-year-old,
Ah.
but disastrous events will push her into a darkly magical world where she'll learn who she really is and how to tap into weaving, an ancient magical power that redefines her trajectory in life.
The land itself chooses Hazel as a weaver. Someone who can see beyond the surface and
Right.
tap into deeper.
I'll have a little
realities.
conversation
The
about
grand
Ninja Gaiden
tapestry.
later on.
Weavers can see
Because
the
I do
fabric
wanna check it
binding
out.
the world, connecting people, nature,
Team
and
Ninja,
echoes
you
of the
crazy,
past.
crazy bastards.
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands and stigmas in the world. Through her newfound power, she reweaves these stigmas and mends the afflicted creatures she encounters.
As Hazel discovers her power, the world gradually shifts into the surreal, revealing that creatures from the old folktales actually exist.
You up here, my salvation.
Among them is good old Catfish, the storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. Would you kindly do your
Right.
weavy thing and help me down?
Meeting Catfish marks the true
Oh
beginning
right,
of
South
Hazel's
of
journey.
Midnight.
All of Hazel's arsenal and powers are designed around textile crafting and traditional spinning wheels. Her weapons include a spindle, 2 weaving hooks, and a distaff. Her magic abilities manifest with supernatural lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel engages with the world through a variety of movement abilities. Those abilities also help Hazel progress on a journey.
As her journey unfolds, Hazel will master new weaving abilities, using them to traverse the world, conjure objects, and confront adversaries.
I have a gut feeling they're saving Doom for last.
Adapting to different enemy archetypes known as Aints.
They're definitely saving up Doom for last.
Hazel encounters.
These Haints trap Hazel in combat until she unravels
Because they know
destroying them.
Doom is the one game that people are gonna be looking forward to the
Each Aints
most.
has its own unique moveset, strengths, and weaknesses that you'll need to learn and adapt to. For example, the slug burrows on the ground and unleashes devastating strikes from afar, while the Ravager closes the distance with chilling speed. Hazel can counter these threats with agile melee abilities to execute powerful combos, jump attacks, and charge attacks. But close combat is risky and can backfire because Aints have powerful defensive abilities. Mastering your magical skills becomes the key to gaining the upper hand in combat. Push, pull, and weave are some of the spells at your disposal that give you a tactical advantage during a fight. Timing is everything. Pull distant enemies close to start melee combos, push them back to interrupt and stun their attack. Then press the advantage with follow-up strikes. Spells interact uniquely with each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios, especially when facing multiple types of opponents at the same time. Once near death, enemies can be unraveled, breaking their core and setting them free of their corruption, which has the added benefit of providing health boosts and reducing ability cooldowns. If you play your combos right, you can enhance Hazel's combat readiness and keep on chaining her abilities. As Hazel progresses in the game, she unlocks new moves and improved abilities, and you'll have to decide which areas to prioritize.
Feels a little complicated.
Combat, like enhancing area effect attacks, or refining push and pull skills to improve precision and make them feel more rewarding.
The combat feels a little complicated, I'll be real.
Attacks, landing precise strikes and unraveling enemies.
You mind if I take a look around?
You can see every place old Molly terrorized and more. Now for the low, low price of $1.
In Hazel's search for her mother, you'll explore multiple regions, each ruled by a mythical creature with their own Southern Gothic history. You'll gradually uncover the backstories of these beings, once human or animal, who were transformed by tragedy, their secrets waiting to be discovered. As a weaver, Hazel heals these creatures by collecting fragments of haunted memories. We call these echoes, which reveal each creature's past. Hazel must experience these echoes before she can mend them.
What kind of person would do that to someone?
We design each region to reflect the creature that's been doomed to wander it. From the atmospheric environment to unique music themes composed for each one. While not all encounters lead to direct combat, Hazel will need to face mythical creatures in epic confrontation before she can heal them. Our boss encounters and gameplay sequences also reflects the uniqueness of each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific thematic. These encounters feature multiple phases that ramp up in complexity. As the encounters progress, the musical theme builds up.
These are definitely boss fights.
Whether it's Two-Toed Tom or hugging Molly, each of these larger-than-life creatures is inspired by Southern folklore and lead to
what the heck? Yikes!
We got a long journey ahead.
South of Midnight unfolds as a hero's journey, and as Hazel,
but why did they put
tapestry of Southern-inspired
the boss HP bar on the top right hand side?
To flooded farmlands,
on the top right though.
To the Appalachian peaks.
because
our
normally when it
magical
comes to
south,
boss fights, right,
decaying
I would
buildings
personally
reclaimed by
rather
nature
have the
stand
HP bar
moments
at
away
the
from a hungry room.
middle,
And as Hazel
right at the
delves
bottom
deeper,
middle of the freaking
reality
screen.
bends ever more toward the fantastical.
It's
The
the
history,
Devil May
landscape, and
Cry
folklore of the
UI
American Deep
mindset.
South fill our world, and our team
Like
has
even Hi-Fi
infused the
Rush
game
also
with
has
thoughtful details and
they
environmental
also
storytelling,
place
like our bottle
the
trees and painted porches,
enemy
which are
boss
said to ward
UI
off evil spirits.
HP bar right
The
at
weight of
the
the past emerges as
bottom
central
middle of the
themes, which you
screen.
can see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to survive.
Very weird choice.
As you explore, you'll meet locals who stayed behind even in the face of a hurricane.
That's why I'm the last person left here. All those damn haints. This part of the river's filthy with them.
Artistically, we're staying true to our moody compulsion signature style. But this time, we're using a handcrafted approach inspired by stop-motion animation, which allows our team to bring a distinct personality and tone into every prop and character. Because this folklore is open to visual interpretation, we embrace the freedom to reimagine these creatures and their stories, to adapt how they look, and to craft our own version of a fantastical Deep South.
Yeah, they
At Compulsion Games,
people who are so used to playing games at 60 FPS each might not be able to get used to this game.
Collaborate to give Sound of Midnight such a
because I have a gut feeling that this game is designed
into Sound of Midnight. We're thrilled to announce that the game will
to
launch
be at
on
30
April 8th,
FPS
and
each at
pre-orders are now
times.
available on Xbox and Steam.
Oh, they already announced a release date, which is April 8th, in 2 months' time. I believe the next one is, of course, Central Interactive Expedition 33. I called it. They're saving Doom for last, because it is the game that people are looking forward to the most among the three games. Let's not come the surprise game, which is Ninja Gaiden, because people have no idea what is the surprise game at all until they announced it. And I didn't expect them to start things off with a surprise game, which turned out to be Ninja Gaiden.
Our first game, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. It's a turn-based RPG set in the fantasy version of late 19th
Yes,
century Belle Epoque France.
bringing back turn-based RPG games,
Our grand adventure in game development,
and at the same time make them as interactive as
I
possible.
wanted to create something like the JRPGs with turn-based combat I grew up with and loved, but that fully leveraged the latest tech.
These are French devs, by the way,
and took place in a compelling world.
according to
I knew I needed
from what I
help
understand.
to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away, and that quickly turned into trading files back and forth. Soon, I was creating the first prototypes of the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and a cinematic battle camera system. Things really clicked when we tested the first version of these features. We felt we had something both challenging
in
and
this
fun.
game.
As Tom and I went back and forth and iterated on game elements, the vision started to come together, and I shared it with an old friend from university.
Guillaume and I are both passionate gamers, and when he described the project, I quit my job the following week and joined the team without hesitation. Because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision. And we had that, defined by 3 core elements. A story with great emotional depth, gameplay that innovates on the classics we love, and a world that is completely original, beautiful, and immersive. We founded Central Interactive on these tenets. A group of friends with a shared vision and the drive to make something great.
This looks graphically demanding though.
This too is your legacy. Core to every great RPG is a compelling story. And Guillaume and I spent 4 years intensively developing and refining ours. And that started with the hook. 67 years ago, a massive slumbering paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year, that number ticks down, and everyone dies younger and younger. Expeditions depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned. Our story follows Expedition 33.
So that's what it's all about.
Expeditioners, we honor your dedication.
Guillaume and I knew early on that we didn't want to focus on good versus evil. What's interesting to us are people who, yes, are flawed, but who care deeply about each other. And conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on what needs to be done.
I'm sorry about earlier.
We wanted our story to feel dark and mature, with adult characters who feel like real people with real experiences.
I'm always missing something that everyone else just gets.
The heart of the story is about overcoming an existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships, both to each other and to themselves.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
In a world like this, how does one stay hopeful or make peace with their fate? What duty do we owe to each other or to ourselves? These questions are deeply personal to me, and they permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes Expedition 33.
The characters all have their own motivations and perspectives. Gustave and Lune are deeply invested in the expedition, even if they fight all the time. To them, the mission is tied not only to their family, it's central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency. You know that.
Contrast that with
I can already feel the tension and the drama already.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually, I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustave, are you real?
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher and a fully playable character. He has a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you doing?
Just need the foot. Aha!
He's very, very old and has seen many expeditions come and go. He is a Jet Troll, which are a group of playful beings who view battle as a form of meditation. They're fun and sort of ridiculous. You'll meet Monoko and many other Jet Trolls across the game.
Okay.
And of course, there is Esquier, who is one of the oldest and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Esquier is that powerful?
He will be your mount and help you travel to secret corners of the world. And if you bring him back his special stones, you can unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution that we think players will really connect with.
In addition to
So how many characters can we control during battle though? That's my question.
Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we
Never
love
mind.
and adds a
They already
real-time
answered the
reaction,
question. Three-man party.
which gives combat greater intensity.
The
and
classic
dynamism.
three-man party.
During enemy turns, you can negate
As
all
you can see
damage
right at
by
the bottom right
dodging
of
or
the screen.
firing at the right time.
And buddy, they even have the Honkai style like
took a long time to get right. During
alignment.
initial playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time elements too hard. Some of us are still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula.
So
that
it's
works
literally
well.
just imagine.
Players
So
who
it's
are good at
literally
real-time can take more risks, and
the
others
similar
can
gameplay
counterbalance
as
with items and strategies. A big
Honkai
part
Star.
of that
So just
formula
basically
lies in
imagine
many
the Honkai
ways
Star
you can
combat,
customize your
but
character.
more interactive.
We spend a lot of time designing each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone can have fun with how they play the game.
And the skill
Each
tree.
character has a unique mechanic. Maëlle switches between stances which can alternately boost defense or power. I personally like to make Maëlle the protector of the group, but I'm pretty much the only one at the studio who plays her that way. Most people play her as a glass cannon with Gustave's complementary skills. The characters can also equip hundreds of passive effects, which in our game
Passive
are called
effects?
Lumina.
Every character has more than 20 unique skills in their skill tree and hundreds of passive effects they can gain through Lumina and weapons. So there are a ton of builds and playstyle to explore. Needless to say, we can't wait to see how you choose to play and what kinds of build you'll design that we probably never even imagined.
Boss fight. Cool. Cool.
Our story is set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited to design something unique. Every level has its own color and texture identity. For example, the Gestural Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break. We wanted something that feels chaotic, grungy, and toy-like. It's basically a bazaar. Everything's disorganized, chaos everywhere, huts are unsafe, built without much thought. It's a place where anyone could fight you at any point, which is pretty much what the Gestrals are like. The Gestral Village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Gestrals, or forgotten wooden toys in a box, with two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger, with traps and labyrinths in case enemies get in. Same process with the characters. Minoko came in a single concept. I thought of a monkey-like body, white fur with a black and red flat mask.
Ladies, could I? Ow!
Definitely a Gestral.
For Eske, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around the world.
I have a gut feeling that the monkey-like creature is voiced by Ben.
Victorian pillows with many intricate motifs. We
Ben
started with
Starr.
the core themes and ideas. And
The
grow
same dude who
organically from
voices Clive from Final Fantasy 16.
From the very start of the project, there was one thing that we absolutely wanted to bring back from older JRPGs. A feature we really loved, but is very rare these days. A completely 3D and navigable world map. Yes, we've got a world map. And it was a real challenge to create, both artistically and technically. And it ended up a lot bigger than we expected. You'll definitely need Eske's help traveling around.
The world map.
We're super happy with the result, though, as there's a lot of side paths and entire hidden levels.
Yeah, the
If you
world
want to fight
map.
the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore. Good luck.
The world map is giving off. The world map design kind of reminds me of how
our hearts and souls into this game
the Tales of Vesperia
for the
game
past
did it,
4 years.
but more realistic
That's
looking.
why we're delighted to announce that Expedition 33 launches on April 24th on Xbox Series X and S and is available day one with Xbox Game Pass. You can already wishlist the game and follow us for more
April.
info.
We are super excited to
That's the
invite you
exact
to the
same
world of
one as
Expedition 33.
South
We are
of
a small,
Miracle.
passionate team. It's our debut game, and we can't wait for you to discover our story, our world, and our take on the turn-based genre. On behalf of everyone at Sunfall, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
April 24th. Huh. And yes, this game is available on PS5 as well. Right. I'm sure the big guns. The one game that people are looking forward to the most. And may I remind you, most likely Big Gordon is not gonna be in charge of the music after what happened between him and id Software and Bethesda.
Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on id's tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
That was so stupid I mouthed the words.
Go on. I'm pretty sure they got someone to manage to get the same essence as how Gaiden does it with his music. Judging by this, by how the music sounds.
In the center of a medieval war against hell. Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience.
It is a prequel to
So if you're new
2016.
to the franchise, then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it down, starting with the combat.
Alright.
In Doom Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but still fast. A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal.
Okay, they're going for a
And
different
balance
approach.
between enemy projectiles and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again, just like in the classic Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom: The Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw.
The shield, yeah.
Block,
Blocking.
throw, parry.
There's parrying as well.
All from one input. It's contextual, tons of depth on a single button press.
Oh
We
damn.
want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot.
Okay.
And in Doom: The Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
Huh. Okay. Definitely a different approach.
And the Shield Saw will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created it in.
Because there's parrying
But
involved.
that's not all. Because if you're gonna stand and fight, then you gotta have something to follow up that opening parry with. How about an iron flail? Or maybe an electrified gauntlet.
Okay.
Or even a Doom spiked mace. That's right, we have
Okay.
3 melee options that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing.
Okay.
You'll feel unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde with total freedom. And that seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger.
Yeah, they try to make the gameplay as simple as possible.
That's right, we've saved the best for last. Doom has and always will be all about the guns, and Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created.
Right.
Mean. Ancient. Brutal torture machines built to butcher, impale, and shred the
Damn.
demons of hell with. Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage.
It feels different,
and
that's
see
for
how
sure.
These medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to
It's
form
not
a
as
new combat
crazy
loop for
as Doom
The Dark Ages.
2016. Just by looking at the gameplay. I mean, it is fun. But for some reason, it doesn't really give this satisfying feeling where, oh yeah, I'm gonna whoop your ass to the kingdom come, kind of a vibe. Yeah, it feels very different because there's blocking, parrying, and throwing involved. It feels very
Under the
different.
hood, for the first time
And
in a
even the
mid-game,
pacing is kind of a
we've
little
made
bit,
our combat more
feels a little bit
approachable
slower
and
compared to
flexible
Doom
than ever
2016.
before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best. You
Oh,
can slow things
cool.
down or speed them up. It's a Doom for all Slayers.
And the gameplay doesn't end with just the Slayer. We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your very own 30-story Atlan, which is a mech. It's the size of a building, it's powerful, and you can beat giant Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists. And if that wasn't enough,
okay,
we also have for you your very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon. Neither of these are one-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The Power Fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat systems behind these features are deep and tons of fun. And as cool as all that is, we know that fans of single-player action games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom: The Dark Ages.
Exploration.
Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields, and worlds beyond. And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap, and smash your way through environments full of secrets and treasures. There's always something new waiting to be discovered.
Yeah, okay, so they're clearly using the shield as a mechanic for not only for combat but for world exploration as well. Cool.
In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose. Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game, discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of vital resources.
There's swimming as well? Alright, come to think of it, there's swimming in Doom Eternal as well. Even though I have not played Doom Eternal yet.
It's a Doom sandbox full of war and riches. Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates, because the battle isn't over yet. And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete. And speaking of that legend,
they indirectly say that Mick is not involved.
Is big.
They literally got a team that is doing the music instead. They literally indirectly confirmed it.
Power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at
they
the
literally
start
got
of our
a team
story,
instead.
The balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
People don't really give a damn about the story for when it comes to Doom. It's more of the combat.
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
The hope with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make, and make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom: The Dark Ages releases,
Wait, what? Oh, May 15. Alright. There you have it. Doom the Dark Ages, which is a prequel to Doom 2016, will be released in May.
I cannot move.
So I think the games that
you will feel like the super weapon in the center of a medieval war against hell.
All of Hazel's powers
I think among the 4 games that are over here, right?
The combat system
No,
is
I just shut up for
launching
now. I just shut up
attacks
now.
and unraveling enemies.
Our reactive turn-based system has real-time reaction, which gives combat greater intensity and dynamism.
忍具やシリーズおなじみの体術など忍者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります。
皆様に進化した忍者ガイデンを触っていただける日を楽しみにしています。
All 4 games with Game Pass. There you have it. That's the end of the Xbox Developer Direct for 2025. And I'll be real, among the 4 games that's been shown right over here, the one that really got me, no kidding, Ninja Gaiden 4. It looks really good. And I'm the kind of person that really enjoys hack and slash games in general. As for Doom the Dark Ages, as I keep watching the gameplay, I feel like the gameplay for Doom the Dark Ages feels a little more slower compared to Doom 2016. Because they are trying their utmost best to use the shield as a mechanism not only for combat but for the freaking exploration as well. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of people looking forward to Doom the Dark Ages the most. So for Doom the Dark Ages, I'll be watching. I will definitely keep an eye on, but I don't think I'll be playing this on day one. I'll be very well. I mean, as a matter of fact, right, I haven't even checked out Doom Eternal yet, as a matter of fact, because of reasons regarding the person doing the music for Doom Eternal. That kind of like stopped me from checking out Doom Eternal. I know Doom Eternal is a really great game, and he has received several nominations and accolades, as a matter of fact. But the fact that the music production drama that happened between Doom Eternal production kind of neglected me from checking out the game. I will definitely be keeping an eye out on Doom the Dark Ages, and I definitely know one person that is gonna check, at least one person that's gonna check this game out for sure. So I'll be keeping an eye on his game, on that person's playthrough once this game drops on May 15. As for Expedition Edition 33, very interesting take on the turn-based RPG genre gaming, but I don't think I'll be jumping into Expedition 33 on day one, so we'll see how things goes. So yeah, there you have it. I think the one game that I might check out is Ninja Gaiden 4 and probably Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, which is the definitive edition, or should I say the remake of Ninja Gaiden 2.